Actually, it's almost noon. We got 15 minutes of the morning still left. Only 15. Anyway, how is everybody today? It is Yo Ange. We're here. We're live. It's not Memorex. It's not Memorex, that's for sure. But yeah, we're gonna get coffee because I think I kind of need it today. I don't know. I've been like, things have been ticking me off. Why? Not a clue. Not a clue. Not a clue. Not a clue. Good morning, Robert West. Hey, how are you doing? Walt Money, good to see you. Yo, today, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing, folks. Good morning, Michelle King. Oh, they cutting trees and stuff down. Yo, why did they cut that down? Ronnie C, how are you? Why'd they cut that down? I don't know. We're gonna go get coffee. We gotta get coffee. Maybe I'm debating. See, like the thing is, I wish. Okay, maybe we'll go get a cookie and then we'll go get a coffee. Because here's the thing. I don't care if the cookies are dry as shit. It's still a sugar-free cookie that I can have. Robert West with the $5 super chat right off the bat. Robert West, my friend. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat. You just bought my coffee or my cookie. Not sure which one. Like I said, I was debating. I got to put this back now. Actually, why don't I just put it in my pocket? I'm just going to put the damn horn in my pocket. Thank you so much, Robert West. I know, coffee time. Treating. If I had a car, I'd be driving up the mountain. But I don't. Let's go get a coffee and a cookie, says Lori Malloy. Hey, RJ. My day off. Just lit a cigar and walking north from Midtown. Enjoy the day all. Oh, that sounds fabulous, Robert West. It really, really does. So, as Joe told you, it's nice, it's crispy, it's cool. It's supposed to be like mid-60s today. Hi, Szabados. I swear, you crack me up with your little things you put in Discord. They're spot on, damn it. Spot the frick on. Oh. All right, so this is what we're going to do. See, I want something with my coffee. I don't just want my coffee. But I like the coffee at Substeria, you know, because they got the cute goddamn cups. You know what I mean? I'm not hungry for lunch. So maybe I'll get the coffee at Substeria. And we'll get the cookie. And then walk over to the coffee place. How about that? Maybe we'll do that. I think that's a good idea. But yeah. I was getting annoyed because, you know, like I have all these we all have these subscription services because, you know, that's what we do now. You know what I think was bothering me today? Not just the subscription service bullshit, but the construction that has been going on in my neighborhood. I don't know what the hell they're grinding. Hello, Benny Traveler. Welcome into the chat. I don't know what they're grinding. What in the hell they have to grind off the building, saw off the building. They're doing something, but it is goddamn loud, and it just sets my teeth on edge where I am like ready to lose my marbles. I swear to God. I just want to start screaming out the window. What? 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 What's with that hat? Manolo Chapa, good morning. Oh my God. And it's like so screechy. Worse than nails on a chalkboard. It just sets me in a frickin' mood. Joseph Q, good morning. Good morning. Oh. Bus M104. But I'm telling you, I couldn't freaking deal. Din Din, good to see you. All right, so we're gonna go get a cookie first. I don't know. We may not make it to Substeria. Why can't they have nice cups at the other place? I want a nice cup. That's the whole thing. I know. My issues are not everybody else's issues. Just because I can't have the sugar and crap does not mean that's everybody else's problem. It's my problem. I just don't like my problem. Oh, she got Amazon boxes. Oh, she got stuff. Okay, we can go. Oh, look, more scaffolding, folks. Scaffolding everywhere. Scaffolding everywhere. I'm gonna tell you, that cheesy pizza is terrible. I never see any. It's a B too. How can you be a B? We still have no idea what Moon Key is. Clearly. Bill Vick, howdy. Does that say Beast? Beast, how are you? Oh, honk. It's Tuesday, folks. It's still the beginning of the week. I feel like we're climbing a mountain every week. Monday, we're like, it's all right. It's not, whatever. Tuesday's when you got to put the work in. I feel like Tuesday is, you can't blame it on Monday. You know? Yeah. Is that person wearing no short? Wait, I feel like she's got no pants on. What is happening today? Oh my God, I might just stop at the dive bar and start drinking. I feel like people are tripping. Friday I'm live. I know. Oh my God, people are legitimate. It's like tripping. I can't. It's like, you know that song when they say the freaks come out at night? No, I feel like everybody's one today. Okay. Here's where we get the cookie. And there's the damn line. Okay. We're going to go get a cookie, guys. This is the Silver Moon Bakery Buttercup thing. We're going to get a cookie, and then we're going to walk over to Substeria. All right? Let's get the cookie on first. Oh. Oh no. Those are delicious. Hi there. I'm gonna get 2 of these. No. Did you want to be recorded? You could be. YouTube. I do live streams all the time. Okay, how much is it? $13. I'm getting 2, guys, because I'm taking one home. Yes, that's where we're at. Thank you. All right, guys, we got the goods. Thank you. I will tell you, they have upped they've upped their game. Hi, Jay Hawaii. Hello. Welcome in, folks. They have literally upped their game on their stuff, and they're busy. Yo, like they're busy. Busy. I don't care what Joe says about the cookies. I kind of like them. Hang on a minute. I'm going to put them in my bag. We're going to put the cookies in the bag. Cookie. Cookie. Hi, Tanya. All right, I got the goddamn cookies. Let's go get the real coffee because I kind of need, my hair is like all wonky today. I don't know. Eat pizza crust first? That's funny. We're not doing that. That's crazy. It looks delicious. It does look treating. I'm telling you, they have good shit. Nor Joe. He has to think of it like I think of that cookie like a biscotti. Yes, they are drier than normal cookies. They're not going to have the chew and everything else. They have the sugar and the brown sugar and all of that. But they're good. So now let's walk over to Substeria where we can sit down, rant together, talk about strange, wacky shit. You know, like everybody, I'm sure, maybe at this time, Josh and I were down the rabbit hole on so many things yesterday. It's so bizarre how we can think alike and we watch a lot of the things that we're so interested in. First, it was about the Louvre, the heist at the Louvre. You know, that really, 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 really popular museum that, you know, supposedly has a gabillion masterpieces. Not just a million, a gabillion. And people went in there and they got away on scooters. Like they came and did a smash and grab and got away on scooters. I don't understand. Why do I leave the chat and always, I don't know what you mean. I can't read that, Laura. That was a good idea. Pose as a worker, use a cherry picker to get in. But I mean, like, they got away on scooters, guys. You know, they've been watching Ocean's 11. Don't they remember when Basher, he posed as a worker to do some reconnaissance? He just put up some combs, went down the sewer and did what he needed to do because nobody's going to question some guy with a, you know, a safety vest on and a hard hat. What the hell? Right, Din Din, Marie, good to see you. Hi, Tanya, ABX, welcome in, guys. Like, that doesn't even, I said they're going, you gotta be kidding me. They did a smash and grab and then they took to Jules. Because you know why? They're not stupid. They know they're not going to be able to sell some masterpiece. But a jewel, they just got to have somebody that can recut the gems. Break that shit apart. Snip, snip. And that's great. I know, it was the Inches 11. And it's funny because, like, nobody's going to come up there and wear the necklace or the tiara. They just, like, you know, I don't even know if the gems themselves were all that special. Like, I mean, if you think about it, were they, you know, like, you know how it is. You know the bullshit line, you know, cut, carat, whatever the heck it is. Quality, I don't know. Clarity, cut, carat, and clarity. That's what it is. But, like, I'm telling ya, I don't know. You could wear them, you're a princess. Hi there, Desi Des. Enrique, welcome in. Yeah, they're big gems, but they could recut gems. They're going to take that whole thing apart. I mean, they've recut gems for a long time, you know, because they're like, okay, we're going to study this gem. Well, Josh and I have watched so many videos where these big, huge houses that have like monster-sized diamonds or rubies or whatever it is. And they're like, this is the biggest one, but we're going to recut it so its clarity and value is even more. How that works, I don't know. How they even know how to do it, I don't know. First the news said Napoleon, then it becomes Napoleon III, so who cares? I know it wasn't Napoleon. I'm like, Napoleon, Josephine? From what I remember, I don't think Napoleon was married to Eugenie. Eugenie? I had a great aunt Eugenie. Is that her? Is that her tiara? I don't know. Then they dropped, hi, buy the book. And then they dropped one of the crowns. They left that one behind because they were trying to get away. So they dropped a crown. I was like, oh no. You dropped a crown? Look at, we have all the space we want, guys. We have double parking going on because people got to get their cars moved. Street cleaning, fully enforced. Let's go get it. We're getting a coffee. We're gonna sit on the corner. We're gonna chit chat. We're at one of my favorite coffee shops here. You're interested? No, really? Really? Hi there. I'm gonna have a cappuccino, large cappuccino with, I think it's half and half you have? Because you don't have heavy cream, right?
No.
Yeah, half and half.
For your taxi?
I'm gonna sit outside. Yeah, I live in the area and I live stream
That's so interesting.
all the time on YouTube. And we come here all the time. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, where are the most people that are watching you? Are they from New York?
A lot of people come to visit from New York. There are people that are here from New York and stuff, but it all depends. All depends on like the day and everything like that. I can give you this. This is my channel. Yeah, so it's a QR code.
How did you get into that?
I just started like around the pandemic. I was doing videos and then I just started doing live streams. And so every day I do a live stream around New York, just vlogging life in New York. Yeah, it's very cool. Thank you. But anyway, this place is booming. Look at, so busy in here. I like to sit outside because I love to see the streets and stuff. But look at she back there prepping. She is staring into the camera, isn't it funny? She's cute. Oh, look at this. No laptops after 4:30. I like that. Hi, Justin. Welcome in, guys. If you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe. And then hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. Where are we at? We are at Substeria. It's located at 98th Street in Amsterdam, right on the corner. It's a relatively new addition to the neighborhood. But it has easily become Joe and Mars, like one of our favorite spots to hang out, get a coffee. Thank you so much. Actually, I'm gonna grab a stick, and I'm gonna grab a little Splenda, put that in my pocket, and we are gonna go outside, guys. Oh my God, they have a pumpkin brioche. What the hell? A pumpkin brioche? Yo. Okay, let's go sit out here. Tell you is oh, it smells so good. Okay. Oh my God. We found our spot. There we go. We are perfectly set now. Love. Yes, let's set you guys down. Oh, that's a cute donkey. Cute puppy. Go-to pizza toppings. We're getting coffee. Why is this thing suggesting go-to pizza coffee? I don't understand. All right, guys. Get the cookie out. I need to tell them they need to make sugar-free desserts so that I can have it because I want one. You know. Okay. David Valentine, so good to see you. Hi, Colleen. Pat Drummond. Who else popped in here that I might have missed? But it's getting cold. Why? I see why you look like looking at the streets of NYC, but see places. Some of these in. Yes, I do. Okay, let's flip you guys around. Beep. Okay. Bags in my front, it's all zipped up. The coffee. The coffee. Yes. It is piping hot. Hi, Liz Costa. Refresh. Hang on. Hang on. Piping hot. Piping hot. Oh my God. We are going with the cookie. It is sugar-free, so it's going to be a little drier. But I don't care. Oh, it tells me got 5G. Do I have 5G? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that whole thing. Oh, these kids. Hi, Octavia. Yeah, but that whole heist, that whole like, they stole a lot. Like they stole a lot of shit. How do they do that? Like, what possesses you? And like, they have a crew. Was it like an Ocean's 11 thing? Ooh, that's smoking. I don't know. Because, like, how many things did they take? That's what I want to know. Oh, yeah, the Italian job. Like, you got a crew. Are you sure all those people are on your side? That's my question. Can you trust every single one? Like, how many people was it? It was a big crew. It wasn't like one guy. Were there any women? We'd know what to take, right? We would know. We'd be like, forget that shit. You know, and then I want to know, like, how are they going to know if it was sold? Like, the gems themselves, they're probably not etched, each one of them. Do you know what I mean? Like some diamonds now you can see that they have, like, I guess somewhere supposedly they have some etching. I don't know. Pat LaFrida, Meat Purveyors is going by. That's a loud truck. This is so hot. Like smoking. That's my question. Oh, was he gonna come over here? Sorry, dude. I'm here. I'm here. Yeah. Like, what are they gonna break it down? Like, how long is it gonna take them to get their money? That's what I want to know. Did they do it for another guy? Was there like an overlord person in charge? Like, did the people who did the job, were they the masterminds behind it all? The Italian job, the Balinese dancer, right? It's crazy. It's crazy shit. But anyway, Triton, you were mentioning something about A housewife that got indicted? What'd she get indicted for? Don't these people learn? Like, if you're in the public eye, you better not be doing shit. It's gonna be like Goodfellas. The leader will off them all at one at a time, right, RFD? Remember that? The Lufthansa heist. I don't know. I'm just wondering. Like, didn't they set the thing on fire? High-end Wesley gal. And then they all escaped on scooters, which to me is funny as hell. Escaped on scooters. You know what the crazy thing is? That shit's all insured. The people that are going to be hunting for them, it's not the police. It's the insurance company. Hey, Beige. Happy Tuesday morning to you. It's the insurance company. You know, and this was probably such a small thing. Murray should have stopped messing with Jimmy. He should have. Murray should have shut up. Murray kept going on and on. Hi, Harry. Murray just kept going on and on that movie. I almost would have offed Murray. Smooch my snoot. That's a hell of a name. Hope you're having a good day there too. I just wonder, you know, like, could it end up in a ring that I could possibly buy? Wait, I can't buy anything like that. You know, I don't make that kind of money on YouTube. But you know, like, that shit's crazy. Like, I feel like what's going to end up happening, like any of this shit, somebody can't keep their mouth shut. Like, it would have been fine. It'll be fine if everybody can keep their mouth shut. But that's the problem. Not everybody can keep their mouth shut. That's why the housewife and her husband were indicted, faking a robbery for tens of thousands of dollars and lying to investigators and insurance. Shut up. What was this? They faked a robbery? That's crazy. That is effing crazy.
Or you just nod your head back and say, okay, sounds good. And then you just keep on doing things the way you want to do.
Why? Why would they do that? Were they like in the hole? Treating. Were they broke? Like, if you're a celebrity and you do that, and you say somebody stole such and such, like, that's high profile. People are going to pay attention. It's not like, you know, I don't know, Betty Smith in apartment 2B on 86th Street filed a claim and blah, blah, blah. They're going to take care of it because, I don't know, her grandma's jewels were stolen. It's not like that. And then photographed wearing them, jewelry, carrying the purse they said that was stolen. Get out. That is crazy. That is bananas. That's crazy. Why would people do that? I don't know. That's bananas. It's a little chilly. I don't know. But yeah. The stories in the news. How much do you want to bet? The Louvre will see such an uptick in visits because of this story. For Bravo, Real Housewife shows, they do not make real money. Homes and cars are rented by Bravo. You did try what? I don't know what you mean, David. I didn't see anything wrong. Yeah, that's crazy. I know, but they do this whole thing to keep some in standard up. They don't have money. Not like that. I've never been to the Louvre. I've never been to Paris. I've never been to France. But I heard it's intense. So, never been to that. I couldn't imagine. I think that would be almost overwhelming to go there. You know, like when we went to the museums here, they're big. Over there, it's on like another level. So I don't know. There's no way you can see everything. I think when people go to the Met here, and they're going to see everything, you can't. You literally cannot see everything. I mean, not really see it. You know what I mean? Like, if I go, I'm going for something specific. Either I want to go see this section, I want to go look at the Egyptian artifacts. That's what I'm going to go see today, because I'm feeling Egyptian. You know, I go for certain areas. I don't go because it's like I got to tick it off my list. I can't do that. That to me is too much. I love going to small museums. Did they saunter through the Louvre? Yeah, you have to go multiple times. That walk like an Egyptian. Like, that's the part that Joe loves. He loves going into that part. He'll never forget when we were in Venice and we went to the museum there, and he was just floored by how old everything was and how it wasn't like encased behind glass. Hi there, Haas. You've been to the Louvre twice. Really nice. The garden's right outside of it. I've never been. But I would love to go. In fact, Joe and I are... No, look, I can't say in fact, because then you guys are going to think, oh my God, she's traveling overseas. I'd love to travel overseas. But it's not like in the books yet. Joe and I are trying to figure out what to do with our vacation, his vacation. I get whatever I want for this next year, you know. So we kind of have to be strategic about it. Vacation renews every September, whatever day. Okay. Which is great. Okay. So it renews in September. So if we go in September, this next coming year, it's the years after's vacation. That's what it is. That's how it works out. So, I mean, you know. So we're trying to figure out, oh, the guy fell. Like, if we are going to do a cruise, what cruises are we going to cruises are we going to do? But we're also looking at traveling somewhere. We're just not sure where. You know, like, I do like Vegas. Haven't been there. We went last November. And I don't know why it comes up every single time about this year, but we kind of want to go back. Probably because it's not as hot as Hades out there. You know? But we kind of want to go back. But then I go back and forth because, like, I feel like they're tempting me. I am too blue genie for Tuesday afternoons. Am I? That's a good song. David Bowie. But yeah. Let's flip you guys around so we can see what's going on out there. Yeah, so we're trying to figure out vacations. Just not really sure what I want to do. You've never been to Vegas? Vegas is fun. If we go this time, I kind of want to go to things that are, I don't know, maybe something different. Not maybe typical Vegas. That could be fun. I would kind of love to see and vibe that. Because they have cool stuff out there. A lot of history in Vegas. You know. That could be a lot of fun. But then I think, I don't know. Do I want to do East Coast? No, I don't know. The thing is, I don't want to drive. I'll live vicariously through us. There you go. You're going to Vegas in January. Everybody loves, yeah, going to Vegas in the winter. For us, people who live on the Northeast coast or in the Midwest, like that's everything. Like I can't get behind nor understand going to Vegas in the middle of the summer heat. Honestly, I don't understand that at all. Joseph Q will be there in December, see? See, for me, it's kind of hard to decide because there's so much stuff that happens here in the city these couple of months, but I feel like I can take a little time, you know, but I can't take time like during certain weeks. Hoover Dam, I have no urge, you know, people talk about the Hoover Dam or convertible ride to the Salt Flats in Death Valley. People talk about the Hoover Dam, and I honestly have no urge. None. Absolutely no urge. I don't understand why that would be some big thing to go see. I think I would look at it and go, it's a dam. That's what it'd be like. It's a dam. I wouldn't even have the strength nor the tendency to even make the damn comment. I don't know. I know the temperature does drop at night, which I love. To me, that's fabulous because then you could actually wear normal clothes. Because nobody wants to be having to wear summer stuff all the time. You think you loved it? Really? Yeah, Times Square has a vibe to it, but yeah, it's ads, and it's like for me, I can see why people like Times Square because for them, as a person who wasn't born here in New York, I understand the draw of Times Square because it is like the crossroads of America, everybody calls it. It's like that's the epicenter. That's where New Year's takes place. There is a bit of magic to Times Square. And so when people come to New York and they go to Times Square, I feel like they're touching a little bit of that magic. That's true. New York is beautiful in the fall here, Arthur. It's gorgeous. Our trees are just starting to change color. And if you go along the Hudson Valley, you see beautiful, beautiful colors. So, and here's the thing. I know, I go to Vegas. I've been to Vegas. I've taken you guys to Vegas. I've also taken you guys on a lot of cruises. I only stayed there as it was walking distance to the theater, went every night and found cheap motel. Okay. Here's the thing. The big draw to Vegas, I'm not gonna lie. As you guys know, I do gamble a little. I don't gamble a lot, but I gamble a little. Okay? I mean, I have a set budget. I don't do $5 spins at all. Like sometimes you'll see these slot channels, they're doing minimum $5 spins, but then they're doing 10 and 20, and people are winning a jackpot of $1,200, but they bet $30. I'm like, yo, man, that's some freaking crazy shit. Like, if you're excited about $1,200 win and you were betting $30, $40, to me, that's like, how many $30, $40 spins did you do? You know? And it's not only because, like, I gamble, but if you gamble, the casinos and the corporations, they send you offers. Like, I've talked about this. They send you offers. That's how I get my offers for the cruises at such a deep discount, because they want me to come on the cruise and go gamble. So Joe and I do get offers to go, even if it's an inside cabin or something. I just pay the taxes and the fees and the port fees, and I'm on the ship. So for maybe, like, sometimes it's as cheap as $300, $400 for the both of us, and Joe and I can be on a 7-day cruise. You can't beat that. I mean, that's an amazing deal. You break that down into 7 days for 2 people, all meals included. That's like an amazing deal. And you're traveling and sitting on a beautiful ship. So they do something similar where they'll say, come to our casinos. We'll give you 4 nights free, completely free. I can, but here's the deal. I can do that. And then they also give me free play. Like, come and play. We'll give you, say, $1,000 of our money to play with. They do. Because they really want you to come. They know that you're probably going to spend way more than that $1,000, okay, on stuff. That's just how it is. And so when you want to go there, you're like, okay, I could go there. But then you got to go, you figure in, like, all the other expenses to go somewhere else. And unless you really want to go there, it kind of goes, I don't know. I don't know. Because then you're like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to justify, some places in the middle of who the hell knows where that want to charge $250 a night plus a resort fee. And it's like, any old hotel anywhere else. And then I still have to buy all my food and everything else. It's different, Lori. Vegas is different. Vegas is a different vibe. That's the thing. Yes, you can gamble. It's not, you have to understand, it's not the gambling that draws people to Vegas. Yes, that is part of it. But it's the amount of different locations and themes and vibes. It's like going to a nightclub. They're all different. It's the difference between going to the same bar every day in your neighborhood and then going to a place where they have very flashy, very nice bars and stuff, and there's a million of them. That's the difference. I know, you can't beat a free cruise. And that is the other part. It's like, I go there. So, like, we're debating if we're going to go to Vegas or not, or if we're going to do something else. Because I told Joe, he's like, why don't we just take that other cruise? I'm like, Joe, that cruise is not going anywhere that we haven't been recently. And we know that I don't know. I'm just in one of those moods, like, I don't know. I know people who don't gamble don't understand people who gamble. It's a whole, like every place has like I said, they all have a different vibe. Some places are more relaxed. Some places are more fancy, where you get dressed up. Some places cater to people that are, all they want to do is push a button and gamble, and they're smoking their legit an entire carton of cigarettes. And they've been sitting at the same machine for 10 hours. I hate those places. I like to go to nice places that smell beautiful, places that are clean, places that have waitresses that will come around, and when you ask for a Bloody Mary, they bring you the most beautiful drink you could ever imagine as a Bloody Mary. And all it costs you is a tip. That's amazing. It's amazing. Hi there, Taz. I know, I liked, just like going into theme hotels was fun. It was. They're kind of doing away with the theme hotels. So like Excalibur, that's like, King Arthur's court. That's what that hotel is like. It's like you've stepped back into the day of jousting and knights and King Arthur. They actually have a whole table there. So, but they're doing away with it. Even the Luxor was all Egyptian. It used to have stuff from King Arthur's tomb and King Arthur's tomb. Did I say that? No. That used to have King Tut's stuff, relics or something there. I remember that was one of the first places we ever went. Have we ever taken Josh? We have taken Josh. We went one time with him because we drove out to meet my sister and her daughter. And I think Josh was like, I don't know, he's like 11. Right, Joseph Q? There's so many things to do there. You know what I mean? Fafa, why are you putting up that? No, we're not, Fafa. I'm taking that out. All right, somebody get it. I don't want that. We're removing that. No, I'm not putting up Gamblers Anonymous. No, we're not putting links in there like that, Fafo. If people got a problem, that's their problem. It's not my problem. I'm not here. I'm not telling people to go gamble. Is the King Tut exhibit still open, Ronnie C? I didn't delete Fafo. I just deleted that message. Do people have problems? Yeah. But I'm not here to proselytize about stuff like that. Fafo, you getting your ass in trouble. What the hell? Oh my God, please. All of a sudden, every time I'm drinking, somebody's gonna put up, AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. Unalive the messenger. Yeah. I am. Why are you trying to get me fired up today? I already told you I was fired up moving. Because they were sitting here grinding some bricks on the building next door. On the building, and they had this stupid, I don't know what the hell they were cutting, but they were grinding the bricks. And then I was getting messages about certain subscriptions we have. And I'm like, why am I getting double billed? I know, I'm fiery today. I was getting double billed because Joe has an Amazon subscription. Get this. This is one thing that was making me nuts. I have told Josh, why do you have an Amazon subscription? Why? Why do you have a Prime subscription? He's like, I don't know. I said, it doesn't make any sense. I know. He's like, I don't know how to get rid of it. Go figure it out. He snuck that one by him. Give him a pop in the head, will you? Then I had an Amazon subscription. Why did I have an Amazon Prime subscription? How many Amazon Prime subscriptions do we need? We need one. No, I don't like the glass and steel buildings. Why? Because they're so fucking expensive. I can't move. I can't move from where I'm at. Because if I was to move, the next place would be more expensive and it's an unknown quantity. I don't know what is happening there. It might look great, and then you get in there and then it's a shit show. You know what I mean, guys. It's an unknown quantity. You got to figure it all out. In fact, my friend, she moved away from the building that she was in for a number of years. And then she moved to a place that was being rented out by an owner who was part of a co-op. Okay? She thought it was going to be pretty. She was right across the street from Central Park. All of that stuff was wonderful. And it was an absolute shit show because things would go wrong in the apartment and she'd have to contact the owner, and the owner lived in Florida, and it was just an absolute nightmare. And then she couldn't go straight to the building people because it was a co-op. And guess what? she decided she couldn't take it anymore. So she moved back to the old building that she used to live in, got a bigger apartment. Okay, I can't, guys. I literally, like, we're just gonna take a look. What is the point of wearing those? What was the point? Like, what was the point of wearing the shorts? They weren't even shorts. Like, did you need to have them slid up to the waistband? Did you guys see that? People are crazy. Like, did you see? Is that like a thing now? Like, we wear shorts that just aren't shorts. Like, if you stood straight, they would be fine. Those are sexy shorts? I don't know if they were sexy. Maybe they were supposed to be sexy. Maybe they weren't supposed to be used for running. I'm sure somebody's gonna tell me, oh, I'm being mean, but I don't. That was a lot. That was a lot. That was a lot. And, you know, it's early in the day. Yeah, so then my friend, she had to move back to her other place. She played, swear to you, almost twice as much now. Bafo's wearing a pair of those shorts right now. He thinks he's on a Virgin cruise. Maybe. In the Riverdale, the co-ops have maintenance in the building and you do not need to contact the owner. No, there was maintenance there, but she had to contact the owner and the owner had to contact maintenance. Maybe they bring in sexy bags? I don't know. Those are classic running shorts from the 80s. Are they though? I don't know. I'm a girl from the 80s. And our classic running shorts usually had that white stripe that went all the way around the bottom. Yeah, they were short, but they weren't like, that was like negligee material. You know what I mean? They're very comfortable. They were very airy. I have to show you guys. I was like, what in the hell is going on? I'm sitting here ranting about my Prime subscription because we got 3 of them going on in the household. And I'm like, everybody get your shit together. Like, I've canceled mine and now I'm all over Josh. Cancel yours. This is stupid. Silky nylon from those days, easy drying. Oh no. No, nothing breathes. We need some breathable fabric. That stuff is like, oh no. That's like trapped. They were purple. They were pinkish purple. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You know, I get kind of tired. I mean, I know it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but shouldn't we just do that all damn year long? For real. Like, every month is a month of being aware. I would like one month where I don't have to be aware of a damn thing. Even Walmart. Stop it, Lupe. What the hell kind of subscription service do I need to get from Walmart now? Like, right now, I'm like at the point, because like I told you, our Costco membership ended in, it's up for renewal. So September was our last month of our membership at Costco. And I'm like, we had the executive because, you know, Joe needed to be the executive. He wanted to get that check at the end of the year. For him, it was like a goal. How much could we get in the check? And we almost always think, oh yeah, we're gonna start out strong. And then towards the end, we just don't find shit to buy. Why? Because I can't eat. I can't eat half the shit that they sell. Unless I start buying all my meat products and everything there, but yeah. But if I buy hamburger, guess what? I guess since the size of my freezer is so freaking tiny, I'm just eating hamburger for fucking 2 weeks. I can't do that. That's crazy. I can't buy like a whole thing of chicken breasts. I'd just be eating chicken breasts. I need variety. I don't have like a deep freezer like I used to when we lived in Minnesota 12 years ago. I think Joe is still stuck in the thought that we live with a deep freeze. Like, everything's gonna fit. Hi there, Squigs. Happy Tuesday. Look at these dog walker. She looks like a normal person that's walking dogs.
They're good. Jackson's sleeping now.
So like when I go there, I can't buy the chips. I can't buy the bread. I can't buy any of that stuff. Can't buy candy. You know, they keep cutting out all the keto stuff that they used to have that I would like. I would love to buy a giant, enormous bag of M&M peanuts. Can I get those? No. I mean, I could, but then you're going to find me passed out from diabetic coma. Yeah, I would blow up to like 500 pounds. I can't be doing that shit. What the hell? I don't know what's going on here. This guy or girl, she's living an 80s dream. She's got the pants tucked in. You know, I was thinking about that. Remember when we used to do that to our jeans? I was thinking about, this is how crazy I think the algorithm is. Your whole life is about trying to use up all the food in our freezers. See? I don't want that. I have to remember that there's food in the freezer. We don't need to buy meat. We have plenty of meat in the freezer. You know. But I get it. Sometimes you're just done. It is. And I don't buy a lot of canned goods because who likes canned vegetables? Nobody. Nobody likes canned vegetables. Hi, Carl. How are you? Anyway, I was going to say, I feel like the algorithm is now seeping into our brain. Because the other day, I was looking at my jeans and I was remembering how we used to cuff our jeans in the 80s. You know, you'd fold them over and then you'd fold them up and then up one more time so that it would hold the peg leg. You'd make them into peg legs. And legit, later on that, I thought about it. I didn't speak it. I didn't look it up. I didn't do anything about it. No lie. I did nothing about it. Nothing. And I'm not kidding you. A short popped up in my feed of somebody cuffing their jeans just like that. I was like, get out of here. I'm talking about like the peg leg, you know, like where you had to fold it this way and then you folded it up. But you had to fold them over on each other so that it would narrow. And you had to do it in a certain way so you didn't get like a whole poof thing. I was freaked out. No, boyfriend jeans are different. Boyfriend jeans are totally different. They're not boyfriend jeans. But I didn't mention it. I forget on canned beans. My mom, she bought them, was going to it some last week. Oh my God. Yeah, I feel like they're in my brain. So when I saw that short, I was like freaked out. I'm like, I did not, we would tuff the jeans was because of the boots in the wintertime. No, we did that because it was a look. We did it because it was a look. Nothing to do with your boots because nobody wore freaking boots then. Nobody had boots. If you had boots, they were like the Peter Pan boots. And I'll never forget my red ones. Okay, I'll never forget those. But yeah, it had nothing to do with the boots. Nothing. Because the boots didn't come out with the jeans. The boots came out with like when we were wearing harem pants and shit like that. That's when the boots came out. Yeah, pull out your acid wash jean coat. Josh loves that kind of stuff every so often, and he's like, Mom, you should try this on. And I'm like, I can't. I have to tell him, like, I can't do it. I can't do it because you know why? I would look like I took that out of my own closet. So when I see people walking around with acid wash jeans or a coat like that, I kind of go, I can't do it because it's too close to the reality of what I wore, you know. So I don't know. I don't know. Are they in our heads? How do they know? Oh, never let the boots hang over. I would never let my jeans hang over the boots. Never. Never. The reason why you bought the boots was so people could see the boots. That was the whole point of the boot. I would never cover up my boots. Like, No. Had to have them fully showing back in the day. Are you talking about winter boots? Nobody wore winter boots. The only time we ever wore winter boots when we were kids or in high school is if they were moon boots. Any other boot, it was forbidden to wear. We didn't wear that stuff. It didn't make I lived in Michigan. It didn't make a difference if it was 10 feet of snow outside. We would never wear boots, and we would never wear an actual winter coat. Legit. Like the heaviest coat would be like a jean jacket like this. I am fiery. Winter boots. Give me a break. I remember when we used to tie the bottoms of our shirts in a side ponytail. Oh my God. We did that a little bit, but we didn't tie our shirts. We used what was like almost like a belt loop buckle. It was like a round belt buckle, but it had the stick in the middle of it, and then you would just weave your shirt into it, which was very smart. Tying it took up too much space, and if your shirt wasn't incredibly oversized, it was very hard to do. So no, we didn't do that. I usually ended up being the person that started the trends, or some of the trends. Like I would use a scarf or a handkerchief to accessorize everything. My friend remembers this. She brought it up one day and she's like, you always did that. You always altered your clothes that nobody else would have altered like that. For real. Like I would be wearing a handkerchief on something, or I would buy handkerchiefs all the time. The kind that were like the cowboy handkerchief. But I'd buy them all the different colors and stuff, and I would rework it so it would be the end on the leg, it would be on my ankle or something, and people would be looking at it, singing "It's the apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur, the whole clap." Yeah, that's pretty much Gladys. Yes, the round circle to do your shirt with the leggings, right? And back in the day, yeah, nobody wore winter boots, Carl. Nobody, where I lived, if you wore winter boots, I'm just keeping it real, like a Gen X person. If you wore winter boots back in the day, you were outcast. I'm just saying, if they weren't moon boots or some kind of boot like that, they had to be moon boots. You guys remember those? Yeah. They had to be that. Who could afford winter boots? No, I never wore my pants like that, Ambrose. That wasn't even a thing back in my day. In the 80s? No. That didn't hit till like the 90s. Oh my God, I was no, seriously, nobody, my mom would have us have winter boots. Mines were pristine because I never wore them. Never wore them. Barely wore a winter coat. The winter coat we would wear is the puffy jackets that people wear now with like the V on them or something. Those were the winter coats we could wear if they were like the puffy quilted jacket. And they had to be short. They could not be long. They had to be short and they had to be snug. Because, you needed to look like that. Like you were going to pretend to go skiing. Not that any of us did. Never. We didn't wear hoodies. Hoodies were not a thing. But this is the 80s. Nobody wore hoodies. In fact, our sweatshirts didn't even have collars. We cut the bitches off. They barely had sleeves. We did the double belts. What are you talking about? We either had the really fat fucking belt that would click in the front, that would like hook, so then it would go like this in the front. Or we had the biggest thing too was when you wore the double belt. And if you could make that double belt a triple belt, it was popping. It was like you were it. That was it. Yeah. That would be that. Then you were cool. Then you were cool. And I always would get the ones with the studs in it. Some kind of stud or something. Oh, you're late. No, I was like 80s. Totally. I grew up in the 80s. Nobody would wear a coat back then. We freeze our ass. We didn't even think about the winter cold. We just figured that was part of us being alive. I remember we went sledding one time. I didn't have a proper coat on. I was so cold after sledding that I was probably hypothermic. And then Joe's like, "And you gotta get your core temperature up." And I'm like, "I'm so cold." Only skinny bitches would. No, I would buy them. I would find them. I would actually make belts that were big enough that I could double belt them. Swear to God. I would double. In your 20s? No, you had to be like in your teens in the 80s. You had to be part of the teens in the 80s. 20s in the 80s, you were kind of like past that level. Because it's like whatever you grew up in high school as, that's when like you were living it. It was just bizarre. You know, MTV was like our freaking thing. We were in the era of MTV and stuff where we would just sit and watch movie. We would watch video after video after video. That's when they actually had music on MTV. It wasn't like now. I don't even know what they have. Do they even have MTV anymore? It's not music television. It was like ours is different. It was a different vibe. Like we were left home to our own devices. You know, nobody was making us shit. So we went home and watched MTV. You were skinny. We saw your yellow bathing suit. Listen, we all grew up and we put on a few pounds, okay? I'd wear hats. I wore hats. I would wear hats all the time. It was a fedora. I would tie long scarves around my hat. I did all that shit all the frickin' time. You'd wear this shit. You became a grandma in 85. Wow, Pat Drummond. That's crazy. I would wear all of that stuff. And then I would take like older people. I would take like my mom's sweater. Like she had this one sweater vest and I shrunk it so I could use it. And I would wear it. I would take my grandfather's, button down shirts all the time. That's the whole thing. It's so funny. Like, I remember my mom trying to get me to wear galoshes, like, over my shoes, like the rubber galoshes over the shoes. And I purposely cut them apart so that they could never be worn. Swear to God. There is no way that was going to ever happen. Never. Never, ever, ever. It was just one of those things. I was one of those kids that probably just drove my parents nuts. And they probably just gave up and said, okay, she's not normal. That's probably what they decided. She's not normal. I wasn't. I can't help it. Anyway, all right. Well, hopefully they'll find out who did. Actually, you know what? I don't care if they find out who stole the stuff at the Louvre. The Louvre has lots and lots and lots of insurance. They have a lot of money. Is it sad that things were stolen? I don't know if it's sad. It's unfortunate, I guess, for them that they're going to look like they have egg on their face. Like, they're going to look pretty dumb that they don't have enough security in keeping their treasures safe. That's on them, That's on them. They have plenty of people coming there. So when museums like that will cry broke, they're not broke. Trust me, they're not broke. Like the Met, not broke. Not broke. So I never feel, whenever I go to the Met or any of like the museums here in New York, they have like a suggested admission price. I never feel 1 ounce, even a smidgen of guilt. I never feel a smidgen of guilt by using the pay what I wish. And if I give them $1 or $2, that is plenty. Because I pay for it by living here. and paying taxes and all of that. They get plenty of money, and they have lots and lots of people that donate money to them. They have lots. So jewels are probably gone. They're probably bye-bye. They already got somebody who snipped them apart. You know, is it history? Yes, but history is, pieces of history are lost all the time, I feel. You know, things that are actually more substantial than that get lost because of things like war and stuff. So when you see somebody that's like the royal jewels of blah, 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 do I feel really sad about it? No, I kind of laugh because I'm like, you know, it was Ocean's 11. That's what I think. It was Ocean's 11. They went in there, they busted it up, and they got their shit. And then they bounced. And stuff. I know. I'll probably hear crap about it. But I don't care. Anyway, guys. It was good having coffee talk. Like I said, it's just strange conversations. We don't talk about anything really. No. Oh, look at all these comments. I wanted the big double belt thing. Oh, Sabby. SOCKS? I know. Anyway. But you know, I talk a bunch of bullshit. That's what I do. Great memories, yeah. I swear to God, there's so many e-bakes around here. Anyway, it was a strange conversation. So right on today is totally strange. So if you guys end up with a new jewel, post a picture of it. I would like to compare, make sure it's authentic. Maybe, you know, Princess Eugenie, one of her gems ended up in your treasure trove. We'll have to see. All right, guys, you guys take care. I will talk with you later.